And the first one is, are you a fiduciary? Now, that's a word that I think of a TV advertisement that plays on a lot of the ball games, in fact, for one of the financial firms that are out there nationwide. But that's a word that gets thrown around a lot. But I wonder how many people really grasp what that means. So let's talk about, if you're going to ask that, you need to know what exactly is the expectation of the answer.
Well, I think that it literally is the embodiment of the Lou Holtz do right rule.
Yeah.
I would do for you what I would do for myself is essentially what it boils down to.
If I were in your circumstances.
Yes, if I were in your circumstance. So, in other words, the true essence of a fiduciary is someone who will give you advice without it being any kind of inward-looking self-interest involved in it. And so when you think about a fiduciary, you want someone working on your behalf. Now, that doesn't mean that they are not compensated for the work that they do. Clearly, they are compensated for the work that they do, but I think, Janet, it really boils down to what side of the table are they sitting on?
Yeah, and that goes back to why a lot of people really like a fee structure, because then they don't have to wonder, which side of the table you're sitting on. It really does put people on the same page. But again, we go through that process of, here are the things that we believe you need, that we believe are in your best interest to help you achieve your goals financially in the future. And we will look at those individually and go, okay, these are commission-based, these are fee-based, and here's why. But also even discussing the why behind the individual products and helping you understand, because your buddy at work might have said, well, they didn't tell me that. They did my plan differently, and you don't know why. Well, there's a reason. Your situation is different. So that is, it's really important as you're talking to an advisor to understand that fiduciary responsibility, it applies to making your plan individualized.
Scott, I think also to touch on this fiduciary thing a little bit differently, someone cannot be a fiduciary if they only have one product or one firm's products that they can actually do business with. They're an agent at that particular point. They're not a fiduciary. Right. They're an agent. A fiduciary has to be able to look across the landscape of everything that's out there.
Yeah.
And be able to say, in my opinion, this is what's right for you, and have a broad spectrum of different investment products that he can look at to be able to prescribe. You wouldn't go to the doctor who only had one drug.
Right.
Or one drug, or a family of drugs from Abbott Labs, let's say, or name a pharmaceutical company. If you only had that one, you'd be like, no, I think I'm getting some jaded advice here. Yeah. I need to go to someone who has a broader scope.
Yeah, and to kind of vet that out even more, because the other side of the equation is there is the suitability standard. Otherwise, if you're not a fiduciary, you still have to make sure the investment is suitable. So if you go to the doctor and you say, well, this drug won't hurt you, but it's not going to heal you,
right?
That's the same deal.
Not going to get you where you want to go.
Yes. Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.